All right. Well, here we are, back again, right where we left off. Halo 4. It's your boy, Space Killer 55. Welcome back. For those of you tuned in on YouTube, y'all are dope. For those of you tuned in on fucking Twitch, y'all are dope. If y'all don't tune in at all, lick my dick. But until then, let me just hit this Dabaruski and we'll get right back to where we left off. Precisely where we left off. By like the second. All right. Let's do it.
The ship looks intact.
Something tells me that's only because the Didact wanted it that way.
This is Lasky to UNSC Infinity. We're up to an extra bad guys down here. Does anyone read?
This is Sierra 117 of the UNSC Forward under Dawn. We're on station, ready to assist.
Negative copy. Sounded like you said forward under Dawn coming in.
Signal's bouncing in and out. I can't clean it up.
Light up their friend or foe tags. We're gonna need something to zero in on.
I don't like the Death Star looking ass thing.
That's
I'm seeing numerous ISF tags below the tree line. Painting the closest one on your HUD.
We've lost contact with your Pelican. Report in.
They must not have received his distress call.
One of them's an officer. Check his IFF tag. The tag IDs him as Jimenez Halo J.
Then Lasky's still out there somewhere.
Alright. Keep it moving.
Hold up. What's that he dropped on the ground over there? This is what they've been using to see through the fog. We've got another IFF on the far side of this thicket.
Who we got?
Get eyes out there looking for the others.
Peters, you heard Commander Lasky.
Lasky's been through here recently. Timestamp. I've got another IFF tag, but as far as I can tell, we're moving into the choke point. This may end up as a dead end.
What's up with the Forerunners and their fucking jungle world bullshit? Fuck off.
That's the friend or foe tag, but where's whoever it belongs to? Multiple IDs! Chief, they're friendlies!
Spartans?
Afraid we're gonna have to give you an IOU on that welcome home party. Tom Lasky, first officer of the Infinity. Never thought I'd see you again.
Sealer up! I thought you'd be taller.
Shut up, bitch.
Radio's hot!
Oh, you guys would have better armor.
Infinity, this is Commander Lasky. Helkin recon teams are down. Repeat, all birds are down. We got numerous casualties and require immediate assistance. Over.
Vital. You get the coordinates of that gravity well.
Affirmative, sir, but we're gonna need a bus out of here.
Make it happen.
You were sent on a scouting run in the middle of an attack on the ship.
The captain thought Infinity could provide us cover and hold off the attack at the same time.
Sir, we'll never get the wounded back to the ship on foot.
I don't know if it's too soon to ask you for a favor, but we're gonna run out of breathing room here real quick. I don't suppose you're any good at clearing LZs.
On occasion. I'll send out an all clear once the area's secured.
A topographical scan of the area shows a break in the foliage north of here. Should be big enough to bring in a dropship for evac.
Oh, I wasn't gonna see that. Fuck, boy.
Lord of Admirals. So very many years have we battled. My finest opponent. The mantle accepts all who live fiercely, who defend their young, build and struggle, and grow. and even those who dominate, as humans have dominated, cruelly, without wisdom. But for all of us, there is a time like this. And for you, that time is now. Know this, relentless enemy, killer of our children, lord of admirals. Soon we will face the enemy you have faced. And we are afraid.
My life workers are investigating, but I believe the humans were never attacking us.
Tell that to the millions of dead.
The humans were acting as caretakers, pruning away planets so that this infection would not spread.
They took the mantle of responsibility upon themselves. And in so doing, they brought this sickness to our shores.
Husband.
The didact and the librarian. Crazy. You thought I was gonna make it.
Chief, it's Lasky. We're getting reports of friendlies pinned down near your position. Can you assist?
Commander, this is Cortana. We're on our way.
Hell yeah.
got trapped trying to get through these doors. Look for an interface.
Do what you do. Do what you do.
These doors open into a cave system with a space large enough for an LZ. Hold them off long enough for me to open the doors.
How close are we?
Bitch, I am doing my job. Fuck you mean? You gonna sit here and yell at me?
Got it. Passageway's unlocked. Come and get me. I'm sorry about back there. That hatch of security was more difficult than I expected.
It's all right.
It's not all right. Nothing about it is all right. Knight! Wait, what's he doing?
Covenant?
They're working with the Prometheans? I'm shocked how quickly the Didact has unified these covenants.
That was a little close. Damn, I walked right into that one.
Knight! Wait, what's he doing?
Covenant?
They're working with the Prometheans?
Fuck boy.
I'm shocked how quickly the Didact has unified these Covenant. Knights!
What did he just fucking shoot me with? Oh, the scatter shot point blank to the face. Jesus Christ. It's going down over here. Stop landing on me, fuck boy.
Cortana to Lasky. LZ is secured.
Roger that, Cortana. I'll give you the coordinates. Mayday! Mayday! Code red! Hostile elements attempting to gain entrance to the Infinity Bridge. The north side of the hatch! Doors breached! Doors breached! All units return to Infinity immediately. That's an order. Chief, I'm redirecting the Spartan Force to Rally Point Alpha Sierra Foxtrot. Until we catch up, you have tactical command of the forward assault force. Run in with those men and take back that ship.
Yes, sir.
Good luck, Chief. Lasky out.
This is Pelican 595. We have the Chief on board and are outbound for Rally Point Alpha Sierra Foxtrot.
Holy shit.
Weapons free, Chief. Let him have it! We're good to go, Chief. Let's show these Spartans how it's done.
Man, we haven't lost this fucking Spartan yet. Good shit.
Commander, the hangar bay doors are sealed tight.
Engaging multiple contacts. Master Chief, this is Captain Del Rio. Lasky just radioed. You picked a hell of a time to rejoin us.
Sir, what's our status?
That satellite took down the ship's defenses and is extracting data from the ship's mainframes as we speak.
Can we break the connection?
Main point of contact's on the ship's upper hull. The fastest route is through the maintenance causeway. There's a Mantis docked inside the door. Take it. You'll need the extra firepower.
The hatch to the maintenance causeway is jammed. Let's do something about it. might be how they're blocking the Infinity's defenses.
Exactly what we were thinking. Neutralize them so we can get our guns back online and show that satellite we're more than just a big paperweight.
Alright.
We're on it, Commander. Cortana out. I see the jammers. 3 of them. Shoot them down. First jammer disabled. That's 2. That's it. Jammers neutralized.
Jesus.
First jammer disabled. That's 2. That's it. Jammers neutralized.
Del Rio to Master Chief. The rate that thing's searching our systems just doubled. I think it knows what you're up to.
Didact's not letting go without a fight.
link network's reading operational, but our EM relays are malfunctioning. You'll have to initiate the link manually.
Gotcha, Chief. Fire that Mac rounds.
That's it! That control's restored!
Yellow. Stand down. Section heads report in. Begin damage assessment.
What I want to know, people, is where the hell did those things come from?
It's possible that they're native to Requiem, or whatever counts as native for a Forerunner AI.
We've never seen this type of offensive reaction from any of the other installations.
Other installations?
Mr. Lasky.
Infinity's mission has been to locate the remaining Halo rings and establish permanent bases to study them for decommission. We got locations up and running around installations 5 and 3, but lately they've run into some setbacks.
A science team got zapped excavating a Forerunner artifact. This sensor data is all that was left.
Interesting. These symbols are a derivation of the Forerunner glyph system.
And our geeks managed to pull some coordinates. I'll give you 3 guesses where it led.
Sir, Gypsy Company is prepped and ready to roll on your orders.
Thank you, Palmer. Mr. Lasky, you take point. I want boots on the ground in 60.
Captain.
This is a first contact scenario, Master Chief. Priority is to free Infinity from Requiem's gravity well and file a threat assessment back at FleetCom.
You mean we're leaving?
Sir, Infinity drove the Didact back. He's vulnerable.
He isn't the only one. You know, I think you, of all people, would appreciate the benefit of living to fight another day. Infinity Gypsy Company? The air corridor to the gravity well is blocked by a network of particle cannons. Infinity's shields are still down. Open the lane for us to move up and provide air support.
Captain, what's Force Recon's assessment of the terrain?
I know you've been off the field for a while, Master Chief, but this is a blow-through op. Sending in recon would just slow us down. Telemetry indicates the particle cannons are being controlled from a command post southwest of our position. Roll on that target and neutralize those guns. We'll meet on the other side and take the gravity well. Infinity out.
I don't know about you, but I usually like a little more intel with my intel.
We'll make it work.
Chief, Spartan Sarah Palmer in Infinity CIC. Commander Lasky's waiting for you on the Mammoth.
On our way.
Well, someone's overcompensating.
Papa Foxtrot 766 to Spartan Palmer. We're finally in the air.
Makes the elephants no joke.
Chief, unfortunately for us, We've got to manually bring down a couple of Parker cannons before we can get to the command post.
Chief, Palmer again. The Mammoth's got jetpacks on board. If I were down there, I'd want one.
Okay,
MC Company, this is Captain Del Rio. The board is green. Let's shut down that gravity well so we can go home. Good hunting. Infinity out. Okay, Gypsy, time to work for it. Let's shake some dirt.
Captain Del Rio, targeting Pelicans are in position near the particle cannons, waiting for the Mammoth's mini-mac to take them out. 766, lose some altitude. You're inside the kill box.
Almost got target lock. Just a little more.
Pelican, fall back.
Infinity! Pelican's down! Indicator, Gypsy. You got no chance of clearing those guns without it. All teams be back on its Weapons free, people! All right, Chief. Mammoth's just about in range. Eyes up, Gypsy! It's on approach!
There's Gypsy 7's Pelican out in the muck. Anyone still alive?
We're here! We're alive! We've got the target designator!
I'll get to them and you see the desert.
What the hell?
Space. Easy, sir. Contact. Enemy star intercepted. More Bravo.
Target those phantoms for the railgun to shoot down.
Target acquired! Whiskey to Infinity. First contact cleared, but no joy on additional targets. Gypsy moving on to secondary battle position, but requesting evac for casualties.
I'm on it, Commander. Palmer out.
More Covenant!
No line of sight on target!
Target acquired! Banshees! Railgun reloaded! Force field! Barricading the far side of this canyon! I'm seeing 3 power sources. Shut them down so the mammoth can move through. Good! 2 more!
All yours, Chief.
Brave! Super 2, finish them off! Shield disabled! Mammoth, the path is clear!
Mammoth holding position. Whenever you're ready to proceed, Chief. Gypsy Company moving out. Target acquired. Sounds good.
that's a shitty fucking whatchamacallit. How did I insta-die?
All units, unidentified Covenant vehicle incoming. Mammoth's hit. Forward traction offline. Permanent power controls offline.
Mammoth won't last long out in the open like that. We'll have to find a way to keep the Covenant off them. Reinforcements! Come off. Ship sailing in over the mesa. There's a ground lift into the belly of that ship. Climb it right, and we should be able to ride it inside. That did it! Time to make an exit.
Thanks, Chief. It was getting a bit dicey there for a minute. All hands form up on us.
Lasky, this is Infinity. Status.
Mammoth's in pretty bad shape, sir. She'll make it to the objective, as long as nobody starts throwing rocks at us.
Not a chance we can take. I'm sending teams out to pull some of their fire off you, so you can make it to the gravity well.
Roger that, sir. Gypsy, let's move.
Shadow Company, Castle Company.
Put some pressure on those other particle cannons. Castle, reading 555. On station, ready to assist. Shadow actual to infinity. Encountering enemy air. Significant EOF closer to the emplacements.
Okay, folks. Terrain's too rough around these tributaries. Assault force, back on the Mammoth. Anyone not on board is getting left behind. All right, sealing her up. Mammoth is mobile.
They don't care about you! They replaced you! Blast it!
It's okay.
How? How is this okay? How is putting you at risk because I can't hold it together okay? Chief, do you even understand what rampancy is? Really? We don't just shut down. Our cognitive processes begin dividing exponentially according to our total knowledge base. We literally think ourselves to death.
You know I won't let that happen.
And if it happens anyway?
It won't.
117, Lasky.
Go, Commander.
We got significant blockage up ahead. I think this is about it for the Mammoth.
The command post for the particle cannons is through that trench.
Sir, I can move faster alone.
We'll see you back on Infinity, Commander.
Lasky out.
Damn.
Heads up!
You snoopers.
Heads up!
Oh my god, these snipers are fucking ridiculous, bro. That was actually a good shot.
Cortana to Infinity. We're entering the Forerunner structure.
Can't hear a single word you say.
Breaking up, but coordinates received, Infinity. This elevator should take us directly to the coordinates Infinity provided. Almost like those Sentinels wanted us to get the particle cannons offline.
This could be a trap.
You say that like there's a second possibility?
It's always a trap.
We've reached the coordinates. This looks like the place. The particle cannon network must use these arrays for targeting and guidance. It's an odd system, so it won't technically allow me to redirect the cannons to fire on one another. Technically. Cortana to Infinity. The guns should be offline. How's it look from up there? Infinity!
Cortana?
Something's in here.
Cortana! Cortana!
Ooh. Excuse me?
Mankind spread into the stars with an unexpected, desperate violence. Entire systems fell before the Didact's warrior servants rose to halt the aggression. When the Didact finally exhausted the humans after a millennia, his sentence was severe. We had no way of knowing that the Forerunners were not your only enemy. Humanity hadn't been expanding. They were running. Weakened from our conflict, we were no match for the parasite which pursued you. The Forerunners made plans for a final great journey, but the Didact refused to yield our mantle of responsibility. He would save all life in the galaxy, at a cost. In the Forerunner's quest for transcendence, the Composer had been intended to bridge the organic and digital realms. It would have made us immortal. But its results soured. The stored personalities fragmented, and our attempts to return them to biological states created only abominations. Such moral concerns faded from the Didact's attention. The Flood only assimilated living tissue. The Composer would provide the Didact his solution and his revenge.
Corrupted save file. No clue what he's saying. But the Didact draws near. Whack. And no longer human. Biological upgrade.
How do we get out of here?
Elevator, back of the chamber. What happened? Your bio readings are all over the map.
It's a long story, but I know what the Didag's after.
I know that part. The librarian filled me in when she snatched me from the system. But what I don't know is what she did to you.
Sierra 117 to infinity. What's our status? Does Infinity have a shot on the gravity well?
Captain, what if we can spot the target for you with the laser designator?
Do it! Tech up! Find a chief coordinates for somewhere with line of sight. I'm reading 0117 on sensor. Everyone, form up on the chief! First line clear, check it off, push forward! All eyes on the chief, he's leading down! Second line clear, this ain't a picnic, let's move up!
Looks like we're blocked. Chief, head down and find a way to destroy that shield. Shield's weakening. Keep it up. There's a clearing just past this ravine. We can get eyes on the gravity well up there.
Hop in, Marine. Hell yeah.
Infinity, we're at the gravity well.
Then paint that damn target so we can get out of here!
You heard it, Chief. Line up the shot.
Not bad, not bad. Maybe we'll save it, quit, and rejoin. Hopefully our audio isn't completely fucked.
I can give you over
There we go.
40,000 reasons why I know that sun isn't real. I know it because the emitter's Rayleigh effect is disproportionate to its suggested size. I know it because its stellar cycle is more symmetrical than that of an actual star. But for all that, I'll never actually know if it looks real. If it feels real.
Well, this is what we're going to call today's episode. Maybe we'll get some more. Stay tuned for more.